When life gets tricky, I always ask myself a question. What would Mary Poppins do? Now, this is an important message, and I think it's vital you hear it to the end, even though you might not agree with it. Now, look, if you want to learn Spanish, who do you need to talk to? A Spaniard. If you want to learn how to write a book, who do you talk to? An author. If you want to learn magic, who do you talk to? Mary Poppins, of course. My question to you tonight is, are you living a life of quiet desperation? What do I mean? Well, you'll tell me, I'm okay, my life isn't like that. But let me ask you, does the month refuse to shrink to your income, to your lifestyle? In other words, is there more month than money? And unless things change, can you see a way out? I want you to be totally honest with yourself. At best, your income will go up in line with inflation. Now, is that what you want for your future life? Will you be able to do all the things you want to do, or will you remain with unfulfilled dreams? You know, the sad fact is that very early on in our adult lives, we become resigned to our fate. And then the tragedy is that we end up at the end of our lives with our song unsung and unheard, unless we change things. So we live routine lives with unfulfilled dreams, just comparing ourselves to our neighbours and friends, but they're also leading lives of quiet desperation. Now, you're watching this because you want that to change. In fact, you demand a change, and I'm here to tell you life doesn't have to be like that. Well, the question you ask me is, what's to be done about it? You need answers, and you need them urgently. Well, the answer is very simple. If you want magic, talk to Mary Poppins. If you want an answer to this, speak to someone who's very successful. So, we all know people who are very successful, and you just need to pluck up the courage and contact them. Find a way. Just say, look, I'm desperate to be as successful as you are. What advice can you give me? Can you just give me 5 minutes? Make sure you have your phone on record. If they won't help, ask someone else. And keep asking, but record every answer. There's no limit to the number of people you can ask. And that's where the solution lies. Find out what they did to be successful, and then use it. Nice to talk to you.